Every time we witness something in nature or study science, we are again and again amazed and awed by the synchrony of the stars, the complex order in the intricacies of the laws of physics, and just the dazzling beauty of the array of colors and flowers and in fruit. How can we possibly encapsulate in words that the amazing beauty and order in creation? Well, we have a chance this Shabbat to restart the Torah and read Sefer Bereshit again and be inspired by the majestic opening and description of the creation. And when we look at it carefully, we see how the orderliness and beauty in nature is reflected in the very form of the text. Let me share with you a chart to make it clearer. If we look at the 6 days of creation, Ramban points out that it's best to look at them in two columns, 1, 2, 3, and then next column, days 4, 5, and 6. Why? Because then if we match up day 1 and day 4, we see that they are a pair. On day 1, Hashem creates the light and darkness, and on day 4, creates the luminaries, the sun and the moon, that rule over the light and the darkness. So these go together. On day 2, Hashem creates the rakia, separating the heavens from the seas. And on day 5, Hashem creates the birds that live in the heavens, in the skies, and the fish that live in the seas. So here's the setup, and now they are populated. And day 3 has 2 parts. First, the creation of dry land, and then vegetation. And day 6 also has 2 parts. First part are the animals, land animals that live on that land that's created. And then finally, human beings that will eat and enjoy the nourishment from the fruits and vegetables that grow on those trees. So you see the second set of 3 days fulfills everything that is planned in the first set of 3 days. If we look even more carefully, and this was found by my father-in-law, Rani Benin, and we count the words of the days of creation. If you're like me, then you'll be always suspicious of counting words, but when it works, it really works. And I think this is a case of that. When we look at each of the sections, the first opening has a multiple of 7. The middle section is a multiple of 7. The end, talking about Shabbat, is also a multiple of 7. Well, this makes a lot of sense. The number one most important number in the 7 days is the number 7. And so this entire chapter breaks down to a number of a multiple of 7. What are the chances? The chances are 1 out of 7. So that's already a good start. Furthermore, when we count, if you would count the number of words in days 1 and 2 of creation, you'll find that you can try it yourself. There are 69 words exactly. Third day of creation, again, 69 words exactly. Fourth day of creation, once again, 69 words exactly. That seems too good to be just coincidence. So what might be the significance of that? Well, knowing that 7 and 70 means completion, 69 means not yet complete, right? Almost there, but not quite yet. So why are the first 4 days of creation, why do they symbolize in their number not yet there? Well, as amazing and beautiful as they are, having light and darkness and heavens and earth and luminaries, still there is nothing alive to populate them. There's nobody around to appreciate them until we get fish and birds and animals and humans that bring all of that setup, all of that background to life and enjoy it. And then we can say we've arrived at 7 and the days of creation have been fulfilled. So the inspiration that we feel when we read this, we can see also in the way every day starts with Vayomer Hashem. Every day says Vayhi, whatever it is. And then Hashem says Kitov and calls each day Vayerev, Vayhi Boker. When we see the colors here, every day is ordered, follows the same structure. And it's because it follows this order and follows the structure, it follows the laws. That's why every day ends with Kitov, and at the end, Kitov Me'od. It's a wonderful lesson to us. When we see nature, we shouldn't only be bewildered at its beauty, but also learn a lesson to ourselves. Just as the stars and everything in the world follows the law, follows order, so too in our societies, in our communities, in our countries. We have to make moral laws, civil laws, apply the Torah's laws to our lives and follow them exactly. And when we do that, we create order, we create beauty, and we create goodness. And ultimately, that is the goal of creation. So I hope we'll once again join together and read the Torah with fresh eyes, read Bereshit, be impressed and awed and inspired by its majesty. And with that, I wish you all Shabbat Shalom.